Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever BlokesCast. This is going to be a podcast we do every once in a while, and this is going to be our first crack at it, so don't mind us. This one might suck. But regardless, welcome back to the Blokes ENT YouTube channel, or wherever you're going to be listening this on, or whatever you're going to, whatever, you're going to be listening to this somewhere.
You're going to be listening to our majestic voices.
Yeah, most likely on YouTube.
The tube view.
Oh yeah, this is kind of the reboot of Blokes ENT, because we've kind of been on a long hiatus. But regardless, let's do some introductions. My name's Jeremy, co-founder of the Blokes ENT channel, along with Mr. Austin here, the other co-founder.
Woo, yay.
And we're going to steam you over with a little majestic talk.
About stuff.
About stuff. Yeah, we really don't know what we're doing yet. So we're going to talk about a little bit of sports and then a lot of video games. Because we like sports. If you don't like sports, skip until we stop talking about sports.
And talk about
maybe
video
I'll
games.
leave an annotation or something. It's on the screen somewhere right now. See it? No? Okay. Well,
maybe
we're gonna
over in the top right, top left, bottom left, bottom right, center?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But regardless, we're gonna keep moving on now. So let's talk about sports. And our first topic, I think we should cover this because this has just been in recent news. Why are the Patriots' balls so flat?
Well, see, that's kind of the thing. I kind of like the Patriots, but Tom Brady deflating them balls, kind of a ballsy move there.
Okay. Well, let's think about this here, because back during the AFC Championship, well, right afterwards, there was a whole thing. Actually, it was during the game. There's a whole thing about
it was at halftime that was brought up.
There was a thing during the game where the pressure of the footballs was lower, and if you don't understand, you kind of had to be living under a rock to not hear about this for a while if you were a sports fan. But
for non-sports fans, what the thing about the deflated balls is that it says that you can throw a little bit farther, it's a little bit easier to catch. For punters, it's a little bit easier to kick farther. And that's why they got mad at them, because they're just like, they have a better chance, but there was no definitive proof that they actually did it.
Yeah, there was
just speculation.
No,
really.
Yeah, absolutely. There was really no definitive proof at all. But the thing is that, they were always doing interviews with the players saying, did you know anything about this? All of them have, basically everyone and their mother has denied the claim that we deflated the footballs on purpose.
And now the whole Brady thing coming out.
Now it's early May, and we're already hearing news about Tom Brady and his relation with this whole Deflategate scandal. Apparently, he knew about it. Austin, what do you have to think about that?
Well, I know that Brady's getting just a little bit older, but that's no reason to deflate your ball.
As a Tom Brady fan, you should be happy. 4-time champions, eh?
Yeah, 4-time champion, but the fact that he went to U of M makes him that much cooler. But, to me...
Michigan fans, by the way.
Yeah,
okay.
Huge Michigan fans.
Yeah.
But to me, it was really on Tom Brady if he knew about it. It wasn't really the rest of the team's fault. But... It's just on Tom Brady, not really the rest of the team.
Yeah, you know what? It's just kind of those weird, stupid things where
you hope it's not true, but
it's not even that though. It's pro football. Why? Yeah. You always just kind of hope that none of these games are being rigged in any certain way. Yeah. And then all of a sudden there's these news scandals coming out. Well, if you want to call it news, sports really isn't that much news because sports really don't matter. But
sports is sports, though.
Yeah, but these guys are making millions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
Making millions of dollars.
And if anything, he's going to be fined however many $1,000, and to him, that's chump change.
That is chump change. He is dating supermodels. He's married to one, I do believe. And And he's got a nice big-ass house.
With probably tons of cars.
He's probably got cash under his bed.
Yeah.
He's probably like Magic Johnson in the South Park episode.
Yeah.
He's probably cured himself of AIDS if he's had it already.
Yeah, we just don't know about it.
Yeah, no, Magic Johnson's cured himself of AIDS, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let yourself fool that.
He's literally injecting money into his veins so he can cure himself.
Yep. Hard concentrated amounts of cash right into the bloodstream. All right, well, let's move on here. I don't know if you've been paying attention to hockey at all, but how about them Lightning?
You know, I'm just a little bit bitter about that because they lost, because they won against the Wings, and yes, we are Wings fans here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not obvious. I mean, we like all the Michigan teams, but
yeah, but still, to me, I'm not a huge fan of the Lightning, probably because again, I'm bitter about it. I just hope that Montreal can hand their asses to them. Be like, no, here's a middle finger, take it.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, though, because Montreal has not been able to beat Tampa Bay at all this whole season and postseason.
But you know what? Hopefully this is going to be, like, their huge swan song. Like, oh, hey, here's a middle finger for you. Take it. Take it or leave it.
Now, personally, me, at this point, I'm still hoping Montreal can beat them. I like Montreal, and I just, you know, it's just a shame they're down 2-0. Like, I mean, they lost both their home games. I made an infamous tweet about them saying that Montreal's going to sweep them, and
it's your fault then, Jeremy.
No. I know it's well, okay, superstitions or whatever, but I mean, I was really hoping Montreal would, and this is coming me out of a mad Detroit fan, you know, a Red Wings fan, saying Tampa Bay. I don't actually dislike Tampa Bay. I just disliked Tampa Bay at the time.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I was just mad. I was more mad at the Red Wings than Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay played a good game. They played a really good series. It was a great game 7 and all. But, you know, I'd like to see Montreal win the cup. Just because I know they're like 24-time Stanley Cup champions, but that hasn't been since 1993.
1994, actually. But whatever.
Okay, well,
they were the last
93 or 94. Who cares?
Yeah, they were the last Canadian team to actually win the Stanley Cup.
Okay, it's been 20+ years since Canada has had a Stanley Cup.
21, 22 years,
roughly, give or take. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
And I kind of want Montreal to win it for that, so then they can say, hey, guess what? We won it for Canada. Yay!
Yay! Yay, go Canada. Oh, Canada, eh?
Canada, eh?
Hey, crazy bitch broke my sticks. There we go. Alright, let's move on again. Let's talk about the NBA.
Yay, because you know exactly how I feel about that, Jeremy.
Yeah, we're going to skip the whole Blackhawks Minnesota Wild thing because I feel like Chicago can handle themselves. It's going to be a pretty even series and all.
Yeah,
but
yeah, again, being from Michigan, not a huge Chicago fan.
I've had a little bit of enough talk about the Blackhawks. Blackhawks used to be a huge religious thing in my family, but now we've grown to hate them. Just because we've lived in Michigan for years now.
Yeah.
And I still think Chicago can pull it off. That's just my opinion. I know you're probably going to hope Minnesota can win, right?
Yes, yeah, because I've hated Chicago from day one. The only team that I really like from there is the Cubs.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel bad for them. Because, you know, in Back to the Future, 2, they predicted that the Cubs were going to win in 2015. So I'm kind of hoping that's going to come true.
Hopefully. It's funny because this could be the year. They have started a lot better than they have in recent years, in recent memories.
Hopefully they won't choke.
Yeah, but like I was saying, let's move on to the National Basketball Association. Let's start with the big one. Let's start with LeBron James.
LeBron James, that cocky-ass bastard.
All right. So LeBron James... Game 2 has just wrapped up. We're recording this podcast on May 7th, 2015, and Game 2 has just been completed. Chicago won Game 1. LeBron James, you wouldn't believe this, Austin, but LeBron James put his headband back on for game 2.
Holy shit!
I know. And guess what? They won by 15 points. So it's series.
It's the headband.
It's the headband. Series tied 1-1. He needed a little more mojo, if you will. I don't really care.
Baby.
I still want Chicago to win.
Yeah,
I just want to, I've seen LeBron win already the past few years.
Yeah.
Couple of years, I should say. I mean, he's made it to the Final Four straight times with Miami. I've had a little bit of I am LeBron fatigued. And I think we've all been LeBron fatigued for a while. Everyone loves to hate the guy. He's a hell of a basketball player. And it's not really... Well, I guess it kind of is his fault of all the attention for some of the stuff, but like the other stuff, like the stupid headband.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Man, it hasn't been since March whatever, since LeBron's worn a headband, and before that it wasn't since his rookie year. What the fuck? Who cares?
Well, to me, I don't
Let's move on.
To me, I don't really give a shit whoever wins, because I'm not a huge NBA fan. I can watch college basketball, but I cannot watch pro basketball.
I'm gonna say Cleveland in 6, because I feel like Joey Crawford, the referee, is gonna get involved.
I'm gonna say Chicago in 7, just to smite you.
Okay, good. I hope you're right. And the other game I only care about really is the Clippers and the goddamn Rockets.
Well, the last NBA game that I went to was the Pistons-Celtics game, and there was not that many people there, and it was
because of
not
the Pistons. They are the least important team in
Hey,
Detroit.
They had a chance this year,
and they're not even. A fun fact for you guys that don't live in Michigan at all: the Pistons don't play in Detroit. They play outside of Detroit. They
in
play
Ann Arbor.
They play, yeah.
Auburn Hills.
Auburn Hills.
Sorry.
No, they play in Auburn Hills. Auburn Hills is still quite a drive away from Detroit. Not too far, but it's, they don't play in Detroit. They play in what we call suburban Detroit.
Yeah.
Which is not Detroit, by the way.
It's like a Metro Detroit, kind of. And the Palace is literally right next to a garbage pile.
It's not a joke. It's a landfill next.
It's
to
a literal landfill.
No one gives a
shit
about the Pistons. Eventually, the Palace is going to be a landfill, and hopefully, they move to downtown Detroit eventually.
I was kind of hoping that they would, the Wings and the Pistons would pull Madison Square Garden, where they can switch out with the Rangers and whatnot.
Their new arena coming in too.
Yeah, and that's what I was hoping for. Maybe they could do that, but you know what? I highly doubt it.
What's that going to be called anyway?
I don't know.
What's a
Maybe
new stadium?
Olympia Stadium?
I hope it's New Joe Louis.
Or they could just stick with Joe Louis.
Like I told you earlier, I'd like it to be New Joe Louis Arena.
Yeah.
Like that. Like how the Nintendo 3DS is like new 3DS. Yeah, the new Nintendo 3DS, and new is in the title, and it will always be in the title forever. So whenever it's 20 years old, like 20 years later, it's still going to be the new 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Anyways, we were talking about the Clippers and the Rockets before we got sidetracked.
Yeah, tangents.
Yes. So, I don't know if you care. You probably don't.
No,
okay,
I can get two shits
so
about
I'll just
it.
take the wheel for this one. See, I love the game. I love the 7-game series out of the Spurs and the Clippers. And... what are you doing?
You know exactly what app I have pulled up.
Don't you dare press any of those buttons. Anyways, you know what? Who cares? I don't care. I'm just going to say this. Rockets are going to win the series, okay? What are you going to press? Okay.
That's how I feel about the NBA, Jeremy.
Okay, fine, whatever. Let's talk a little bit of Major League Baseball before we move on to video games.
Yay, a
okay?
sport that I actually give a shit about.
Okay, I see you're wearing a New York Mets shirt. Is that a souvenir?
Well, my dad had went to New York, and he's like, "Oh, maybe Austin will like this. I'll get it for him." And it's actually a pretty comfy T-shirt, so...
They are the best team in baseball right now, currently.
They are?
Yeah, National League best, I think.
Unless
that changed recently.
Unlike the Detroit team, where they suck ass.
Well, they don't suck ass.
Compared to recent years.
What are you talking about?
They lost. So far, they've lost all but like 1 or 2 games to the White Sox, and they're technically our rivals.
They're in a stump right now. Okay, cut them some slack. They're actually one of the better teams in Major League Baseball. We're still getting trashed by the Royals by 1 game though. So
Yeah.
maybe
The fact that we lost 12 to 4 the game that we went to, Jeremy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't talk to me about that. That was against the White Sox too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate the White Sox for 2 reasons.
Because they're the fucking White Sox.
The White Sox. I like the Tigers and I like the Cubs.
Same here.
Yeah.
I like the Tigers. I like the Cubs. And White Sox can just no.
I have to say though, Jeff Samardzija and Chris Sale of the White Sox are $ up the butt.
Yeah.
They are smooth pitchers. I like them. I like Samardzija with the Cubs, and it's a shame they traded him away. But I understood why.
Yeah.
Trade him to Oakland that 1 year. They basically trashed his all-star game.
Pretty much.
Moved him from the NL to the AL. They're like, oops, sorry.
You can't play in this game.
Nope. I was surprised. Well, I don't know. I think they may have done something for him. They probably gave him the All-Star nod. I don't know if he was in the game though. I don't think he was eligible for the game.
Is Phil Choke still with the Cubs?
Yeah, Coke's is still with the Cubs organization. Yeah.
And for you fans that don't know, Detroit fans like to call Phil Coke Phil Choke.
Phil Croak.
Yeah.
Phil Joke.
Mainly because he just sucks so bad.
Yeah, you know what? He's had a very terrible few seasons, and it's a shame because I don't think it's getting any better with the Cubs.
No,
I've watched a few Cubs games with him playing, and the first game where I saw him play, after the first out, the second at bat he was trying to get out. He allowed the batter to make contact with the ball, and there was an error on the play. Right afterwards, he was taken out by Joe Madden, and I didn't understand why. I don't know if they were trying to, try some guys out at the start of the season. I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't understand it. But they took that guy out like
real quick,
really quick.
To me, a smart move by Madden, but
yeah.
to me, I just don't. Don't get me wrong, Coke has had his good games, but to me, the bad games outweigh the good games because it seems like he's had more screw ups with him and less saves. So it's just like, just get out of baseball. You'd probably have hundreds of thousands of dollars by now. And that's probably more than the average Joe is going to make in his life, so just retire.
I don't know, I feel like he's making like $1 million salary.
Well, Tigers paid him $1 million last year.
I think he was kind of lucky to get on the Cubs.
Yeah.
I think he's a Papa Grande situation.
Yeah, except Papa Grande was good in the beginning.
Yeah, he actually had an all-star vote and everything. Couple years, mind you. That was interesting. Now he's worthless
just
trash.
Garbage.
Yeah, no, where did they cut him? They cut him off the Padres, I think.
Yeah,
the San Diego Padres.
He got cut off from a major team, from a very crappy team.
I don't want to say crappy. They're a lot better than last year.
Yeah, from a semi-decent team.
Well, this isn't the first time he's been cut. Last year he was cut by the Mets.
The Mets,
the New York Mets, and the Padres gave him a chance. I think it was the Padres. Whoever it was, I do believe it's the Padres. But they cut him. He got cut 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
by two different mediocre teams
from
at the time.
Mediocre teams in 2 years. That should show you something.
I actually think I don't know how the Padres are doing. Let's see how the Padres are doing. Where are the Padres at? Oh, 15-14. Okay, so they're not too bad.
they're 500.
Yeah, they're over a little bit over 500. The Cubbies are not doing too bad though.
Yeah.
The Cubs are over 500 a little bit.
What are they?
Hold on, I gotta look it up.
14 and 12. So they're just about 5.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Cubs fans will take it.
I'll take it. It's good. It's good. It's good to feel over 500 for once.
Yeah.
I'll just savor this moment while it still lasts.
Hopefully I'm not jinxing them. That's probably me jinxing them right there, but hopefully if they manage to stay a little bit over 500, maybe they can get a wild card for the playoffs.
Maybe.
And then maybe out of nowhere they can just
From
kick
out of
some major
nowhere.
butt in the playoffs.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. I think we've talked about sports enough. This is just kind of run on long enough. So how
Thanks
about...
to tangents.
Oh, thanks to tangents. Tangents are beautiful.
Yes, they are.
All right. So we're going to move on to some nerdy things now. And I know I said I was going to talk about video games first, but you know what? We both saw Age of Ultron. What did you think?
I thought it was good, and this is going to be a spoiler alert, because we're going to be talking about the movie and what happens in it, so...
Yeah, well, we're only going to talk about a little bit of it, so if you don't want to listen to this, I'll add another annotation.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere there. Alright, we're going to start talking a little spoilers right now, so 3, 2, 1, okay. So, what did you think about the first movie compared to the second Avengers?
I thought this one was just a little bit better than the first one.
Why?
Mainly because you know the characters a little bit more, and...
Yeah, you don't have to flesh them out and, like, introduce them, right?
Yeah, because at the time, I think... At the time of the first movie, I think Thor 2 was coming out right after it, something like that.
Yeah.
So they really only had one Thor movie out. They had 2 Iron Mans out.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Captain America 2 was coming out later that summer, so Captain America only had 1 movie.
Right.
So it's just like, you didn't really know the characters in the first one, and with the Hulk's credit, with all the movies that he's had, and all the directors and everything.
And he's had 3 different main actors.
He had 3 different main actors by 3 different men.
Eric Bana, Ed Norton, and
I forget that first guy's name.
fucking hell, I don't know.
That's how just
the guy who's currently doing it.
Yeah.
He's a really good actor, but you know.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
But
oh jeez.
But still, and then I know that Black Widow and Hawkeye weren't really big characters, but now since they've showed up in other movies, you actually get a sense of what they're like.
I feel like Black Widow will eventually get her own movie.
Yeah.
Hawkeye or
Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna get a main video.
I don't want to
not
see
video
a guy
movie.
shoot arrows. Well, they can just watch it. Arrow. They
Maybe,
just watch Arrow on the CW if they wanted to.
But to me, I think maybe Black Widow and Hawkeye should get a movie together, so then it can just advance the characters a little bit more.
Yeah. Have you noticed we really haven't talked spoilers? We just talked characters.
Yeah, I know, but for the Scarlet Witch, I feeling they need to
recast?
Not recast. Maybe because she's new to the scene and everything.
Right.
So maybe if she does a few more movies by the third one, and if you didn't know that, that's kind of a spoiler, but whatever.
Yeah.
But hopefully she'll have some more movies underneath her belt by the third one.
Yeah.
And she'll have a better grasp on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of upset that they killed off Quicksilver, because
I was okay with it.
But that's the thing, Quicksilver. I saw Quicksilver in the multiple forms of media. I saw him in
X-Men.
I thought he was a cool character. And then they come up to this one and they're just like, "Oh yeah, he's kind of a cool character." And then, LOL, no, Ultron just decides F you and shoots him up right in front of Hawkeye. And then you're kind of just like, what? No.
I was kind of confused by that, just because he's getting shot up, right? But he basically goes so fast that he slows down time for himself, where he can see everything that's going on. Just like how when Thor threw his hammer in that one scene, he was like, "Oh, look, the hammer," and then grabbed the hammer, but because he's not worthy, because he's not worthy, he flew with the hammer. But like he was able to slow down time and go like, "Oh, look at that, that's cool."
Yeah.
And I feel like if that's the case, he shouldn't have died.
Yeah, like maybe he could have just run and saved Hawkeye and the little kid and then threw him onto the ship and then maybe that?
I don't know, but he doesn't have super strength. He's got super speed. But he's better than the Flash, though. Flash is kind of stupid.
I'm okay with Flash. But,
If Flash goes too fast, he kills himself, so...
Yeah, true. But he can travel back in time, though.
Yeah, but so can Superman.
But you know what? At least
he goes so fast. He goes so fast. He
stupid.
reverses time.
He reverses time for just himself.
That doesn't make any sense. You rotate the Earth. Oh, look! Now we're in dinosaur times.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Flash. At least
doesn't make any sense.
He literally just goes so fast. He goes back in time, and he's like he knows it. He doesn't have to spin around the world. So it reverses the polarity of the Earth just to get back in time. I'm just like, that's kind of stupid.
Oh my goodness.
But, anyways, to get back to the movie.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was funny where it's just like, elevator can pick up the hammer. Doesn't mean that it's worthy. Thought that was really funny.
That was pretty good. I like that a lot.
I thought it was funny. And then
clever.
Captain America is, watch your language.
Yeah. That was a running gag that kind of killed itself after a while.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
But then at the end, they kind of, had a little good hint nods to it. Like, they didn't, give it away, but I knew the theater I was in understood what was going on. I don't know about you, because we went at different times. So.
Yeah, you went to the midnight showing. I went a few days later.
Yeah. No, it was, I thought it was probably one of the better movies they've done.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? It definitely wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite one.
But it wasn't the worst.
Yeah. You know what? I liked Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty good.
But, for some reason, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favorites, and it wasn't even that great.
Yeah, it wasn't
I think it's just, it's just taste, it's just preference. It's nothing like that. I just, Avengers 2 better than the first one for sure.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And you know what? I think Ultron was really interesting as a villain, but he was like stereotypical villain.
Yeah, I'm also kind of like how they introduced the Vision in it.
Oh, the Vision. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Mind Stone.
Yeah, the Mind. Yeah, you know what? That was a little unexpected. I know he's in the trailer, but I didn't actually pay attention enough to realize that was Vision.
Yeah.
And I was like pleasantly surprised when Alex
pointed
out like, hey, that's the Vision. I'm like, what the fuck, really?
Yeah, and then
he kind of stayed true to his comic book form a little bit.
Yeah, and then I'm happy but upset at the same time, because knowing that he has the Mind Stone means that at one point he is going to die.
Yeah.
Because you know that, here's another spoiler, that Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes.
So
Thanos is gonna whoop his ass.
You know that Thanos is gonna kick his ass just for that stone in his head.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So maybe Tony can invent something so then he can stay in form without the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
Like, I would be really happy with that. But you know what? I was kind of upset me because I also had a theory about Ultron and how they were gonna introduce him, but I was wrong about that.
Yeah.
Because my theory was, maybe an Ant-Man. Well, I know that Ant-Man's coming out after Avengers 2, and maybe I thought, maybe Ultron's origin was going to be a mystery.
A mystery.
And then maybe an Ant-Man, they could say, when Hank Pym is looking for Wang, at the very end, he could get killed, and maybe on his deathbed, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I kind of sort of invented Ultron, and then flatline.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, and then that could draw Ant-Man into the Avengers series.
Yeah.
But then they're just like, LOL, no, we're just going to have Tony Stark invent him.
Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, mostly Tony Stark.
Yeah.
We needed geniuses, and we needed a villain stat.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man wasn't coming out fast enough, so fuck it. Tony Stark.
You invented Ultron.
Yeah, he'll use your Iron Man suits, too.
Yeah.
There you go, Sonny. But,
talking about Bruce Banner, do you think he's alive? or do you think he swam off to an island?
He's fucking alive.
Yeah, you know he's alive. He's gonna show up probably in Captain America: Civil War or in Avengers 3. Like, you know that for a fact.
He'll be back. He's like the Bigfoot now.
Yeah.
He's kind of roaming around the woods. Still has Hulk form because he's still pissed.
I'm a little upset that they had Bruce and Black Widow as love interest, because it just makes her just a little bit slutty in my opinion.
Some of the actors are getting slack. Jeremy Renner and Chris Evans have been getting a lot of slack for calling Black Widow a slut.
Yeah, but
I agree though.
Because in Iron Man 2,
it's all about Tony.
Yeah, it's kind of like she was getting a little flirty with Tony.
Cap 2.
Yeah, in Captain America 2, Captain and Black Widow kind of sort of made out on an escalator.
First
and
Avengers,
FYI, if you haven't seen that movie, but
First Avengers, it was Hawkeye.
Yeah, in First Avengers, she was kind of getting flirty with Hawkeye.
Hawkeye has a family as introduced in Second Avengers, and then Bruce Banner. She wants to get that big green phallus inside of her.
I was gonna say big huge cucumber, but whatever.
There you go. That's a lot better. That's a little more PG too.
Yeah.
Well, kinda. It's more like an innuendo, if anything.
Yeah, but you know they put innuendos in kids' movies all the time.
That's true. Okay, I think we've talked about the
Marvel universe.
I think we've talked about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know what? I feel like talking because I'm looking at a picture of Batman right now. Do you think Batman versus Superman is gonna be all that it's hyped up to be?
Honestly, no.
Me neither.
It's just because the last Superman that they made, I didn't see all of it, but I honestly did not think it was good from what I've seen. And then the fact that I absolutely loved Christopher Nolan's Batman series with Christian Bale.
It's the most beloved one in years.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be a little upset with Ben Affleck because I don't know how good of a Batman he's going to play.
Well, see, that's what everyone said about Christian Bale before. Is that they were all a little upset because they're like, oh, Christian Bale, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's a pretty good movie.
Well, see, and I was somewhat familiar with Christian Bale before I saw the Batman series. Like, I knew that he was in American Psycho.
That's a great movie.
Exactly. And then he was also in the movie Newsies.
Yeah.
Even though that's not really action or
Terminator
anything.
Salvation.
Terminator Salvation was absolute shit.
No, that was pretty bad.
But still, everyone can agree that Terminator Salvations was a crap movie.
Well, not everyone.
They can argue about it in the comments, Jeremy.
I get some flack for that. I'm sorry, but Terminator Salvation was the best one. Okay.
No.
That's fine. You have the right to that opinion.
But still, I just do not think it's going to be as good as the Christopher Nolan Batman.
That's because Superman can't get a good movie going. I had to see Man of Steel for myself. I didn't see it at the
theater
because I didn't want to. I watched it on the TV, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was a decent movie. I definitely, to me, if I had to compare it to anything, I'd have to compare it to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because that's the only thing pumping out shit.
Yeah.
Because DC,
they had Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
DC finally decided to steer away from Superman and Batman films. They're like, fuck it, let's just do Green Lantern, and that was probably one of the worst superhero movies I've ever seen, minus a couple Superman movies. But
yeah, that was
Man of Steel definitely better than it's been as of recently.
Yeah,
but that's not saying much.
Yeah, and you count that Superman movies haven't exactly been made in the past few years.
Do you think Superman's cool? I don't think Superman's cool.
You're fucking white bread.
I don't think Superman's that cool. I think his design's kind of aged.
Yeah,
you can reinvent Batman a million times, but for some reason they could just never reinvent Superman.
Yeah, and if anyone didn't know,
they stopped giving him underwear over his suit for the Man of Steel, and he still looks kind of stupid.
Yeah, and if anyone didn't know what I just quoted with your fucking white bread, it's from a College Humor skit called Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Pretty funny movie video. They have a whole series about it. It's called the Batman series. If you want to go check that
Yeah,
out.
that's bad, man, not bat, but bad, like
like
terrible.
Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Like that's a pretty funny series.
Oh,
You should go
absolutely.
check that out.
For sure. All right. I think you know what. I think there's really nothing else we can say. I can talk about the trailer, but it's
We
it's
can't
the
say
trail.
it.
It's the trailer. Who
You
cares?
can't say much until it actually comes out.
No. How about Hot and Chewy though?
Oh my god.
All right. That's enough of that. Let's move on to some video games. Okay. First thing I think that should be talked about. I want to talk a little bit about a couple Wii U things. Let's open up with a little bit of DLC, and everyone probably knows what kind of DLC I'm going to be talking about. It's been out for a while. It's been out since later April. And that's the Mario Kart and Smash Bros. DLC.
See, I'm a little bit upset about that because I don't have a Wii U, but you have a Wii U,
it's
and
pretty
so does
good.
one of our friends. But I don't know if I want to drop like $200 on a system that I'll rarely
I
use.
use mine all the time.
That's also you, Jeremy.
Okay.
But yeah, from what I've played, I kind of like it.
It's fun.
The
It's
fact
Nintendo.
and the fact that they ended up adding 200cc to Mario Kart.
Yeah, that was free too.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea on their part, so they can just wait. So it's pretty much holding off until the next DLC.
Have you played 200cc?
I have not
That
yet.
shit is fast.
That's what I've heard, is that it's the fastest one.
I watched Jacob play Baby Park.
Yeah.
Baby Park's been reintroduced in the new DLC, by the way. And 200cc is just friggin' crazy.
Yeah.
It is, like, especially on a smaller map with tight turns, that is, you need to make your move quick and, like, before the move even happens.
Yeah.
It's actually really fast. And
Gotta go fast.
gotta go fast. Sanic. The DLCs have been pretty good. For Mario Kart. 16 new tracks total out of the 2 DLCs.
And then you also have the characters too. You have
You got the
Link.
villagers, Isabelle, Dry Bowser, Link, Tanuki Mario, and Cat Peach Mario, which I think those 2 are a little bit of a waste.
Yeah.
Maybe Dry Bowser, but Dry Bowser is cool looking, so I'm gonna let it slide.
I'm gonna let it slide because he has a cool design.
Yeah, because Mario and Peach already have another variant. That's Metal Mario and Pink Gold Peach.
Yeah. So that one was just pushing a little bit, but you only have the one version of
There's a lot of characters they could have included in that game.
Yeah.
I just realized, but they have the Koopalings, but no one, you know what? Some people like to play some of the Koopalings. I know, like Ludwig and like Larry are kind of like popular ones, like Roy, but like
Roy.
like outside of that, I know I'm probably missing. some,
GGY.
but Iggy. Oh yeah, Iggy. You know what? I take that back. Then there's actually a lot of them. I see people play as them. IGGY. It's gonna be Super Smash Kart eventually.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
They're kind of.
They could have added
transitioning
Captain
into
Falcon into it. Come on.
I know there's 2 there's 2 F-Zero tracks and Captain Falcon's not there.
Yeah.
maybe eventually he'll be like a secret DLC character.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet. I'd dig that. I like the whole amiibo thing too.
And then I haven't checked on this a while, but who was in the lead for the Super Smash Bros. For the poll?
I don't know. I haven't checked it either. I don't know. I know Shovel Knight, I think, is probably one of the more popular ones.
Yeah, because I remember Jay Witz bringing that up, and
Yeah.
he said that he wanted him.
No, I think it's probably Shovel Knight. His indie street cred is pretty high right now.
And then the hipsters are going to be all butthurt about, he was so indie, now he's in a mainstream game. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't think hipsters are gonna care that much. They'll just move on to their other indie title.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see? Just this is complete fan. This is like fan fiction. Who would you like to see? Well, not fan fiction. That's kind of, but like if you had to pick any character in any video game that you would like to see in Super Smash Bros. Third party, Nintendo, Xbox, Master Chief, fucking Crash Bandicoot. I don't know. Who do you want to see? Because for me, it's Crash Bandicoot.
Well, of course, Crash Bandicoot. That's who I would. That's Crash Bandicoot would be amazing. Even though he was a PlayStation only, really,
Well,
it does not matter.
He moved away after Naughty Dog stopped making them.
But still, Crash, and then maybe his final smash can include some of the people.
There's some Wampa fruit just flying on the screen.
Yeah, or the Tiki Mask. I forget what his name is.
Is it Aku Aku? I think it's Aku Aku. It's Aku Aku and then Uka Uka are the two.
Yeah.
I forgot which one's good and bad. I think Uka is the bad one.
But still,
Since I played it.
and then maybe they could pull like a Mega Man thing where they have throughout the years, except they have
different Bandicoots.
where
The
yeah
different versions of Crash, or like the different Bandicoot characters.
the different Bandicoot characters.
You mean Crunch and Coco? The
Yeah.
only two.
And then like
And
maybe,
Fake Crash, maybe, but
yeah, and then have like the evil Crash or something. But still, I would kind of like that because I'm a little bit biased
They
because
could
Mega
do a lot
Man's
of-
Final Smash is probably my
there'd
favorite.
be a
but
lot of decent movesets with Crash Bandicoot. too.
exactly,
I
they
can
have
see
that double jump though.
Yeah, Shovel Knight would be cool. Shovel Knight, I feel like would be a lot easier to get than a Crash Bandicoot. Though.
Yeah, it's probably because it's made by Nintendo.
No,
It's a Nintendo indie, isn't it?
no, it's an indie. It's just an indie.
Well,
I mean, I think it came out for the Wii U first, though. PC and then Wii U. I know it was a PC thing. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a Wii thing. I don't know.
I couldn't tell ya.
Who cares? That would be cool though. Another character, Banjo-Kazooie. Would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be okay, but you haven't really seen him since what was it, the
Not
first
since-
Smash?
No, he wasn't. He was never in it.
He wasn't.
Ever.
I'm probably thinking because the invisibility cloak in the first one, and then they kind of had to get rid of it because it was bought out by the other gaming company.
Rareware.
Yeah,
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Banjo would be kind of cool. I think it'd be interesting. I think a lot of people would like it.
yeah, but to me,
Another gaming icon.
yeah, it's another gaming icon, but I'm going back to what the Jay Witt said here, but they kind of already have that two animal
Yeah, with
characteristic.
Duck Hunt Dog.
Yeah, with Duck Hunt Dog.
Yeah.
Maybe if you just have like Banjo.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense because Banjo's not Banjo without Kazooie.
Yeah, but yeah, that's another thing. It's just like they already have that dynamic.
He'd be more of a clone
Yeah.
because Duck Hunt. Well, maybe not. I mean, Duck Hunt Dog's moves are like very diverse in a way because they're all from different video games.
Yeah.
A bunch of old video games that most people have never heard of. So, and then like I think one thing that strikes me as clone though is the fact that the duck is on the back of the dog and he can like fly with them or whatever.
Yeah, but then for Banjo, Kazooie's on his shoulder, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's in his pack. I think he's in his backpack. I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. So
Let's see. Another. What other fucking Marios have they? Or whatever. Not Marios. Whatever. fucking video
Toad is a
game.
main character.
Toad. God damn it.
Hey guys.
Toad has upgraded his way from Peach's punching bag to
Yeah.
to playable character in Smash Bros. That'd be funny though if he's like if he was playable and he like attacked and Peach pulled out like a Toad, like he like hesitate and stop like it right in his tracks like nope.
Lol. Oh, that would be an amazing like an intro video.
Yeah.
Just
Haha.
Peach using him as a shield, and
Yeah.
he jumps out of her arms and
that'd
just
be pretty
starts beating
cool.
him up. That would be amazing.
I dig that. I feel like there's definitely going to be a lot more lesser known Nintendo characters moving their way up in the ranks. So.
Yeah.
I can see. I
What
don't
are
know.
like lesser known characters?
I'm trying to think. But, like there's a name I know, and for some reason I can't. I feel like Paper Mario.
Paper Mario.
Oh jeez, no, it wouldn't be Paper Mario.
since they already have
That'd be kind of decent. That'd be kind of interesting.
But they already have main Mario
and Dr. Mario
and Dr. Mario
and Luigi's kind of the
Yeah.
same. Well, sort of. He's kind of
green
green Mario.
But
he's Green Mario for a couple of games, and then kind of started changing his look in Brawl.
yeah, and then I mean the only other character that's like that is Link and Toon Link, but besides that, they don't really have any other Link versions.
I just don't like clones.
Yeah.
I'm just using them as alternate attires. Like Olimar's got Elf in the new Smash, and I don't understand why it can't be like that.
Yeah.
Like why can't I just switch over like that? You know, I guess people would be mad because oh no, their stats are different.
It doesn't matter if their stats are different. They're the same goddamn character.
I think people are tired of clone characters. One guy I don't want to see back is Wolf.
Yeah.
I have enough.
Snake.
I have enough Star Fox characters here, and I don't need to see him again. Snake, I want back.
Snake, yeah.
Snake, I want back. I don't. I think we're gonna get the Keith Sutherland voice Snake though.
Yeah.
Because the original guy's gone now, which kind of is disappointing. But you know, I like his new voice too. It's not bad. It's different, but it's not terrible.
'Cause I'm different.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk a little bit about releases here. Let's cover Splatoon. Apparently it's very hyped up.
Yeah.
If you don't know the premise of Splatoon, ladies and gentlemen, it's basically a third-person paint shooter. It's basically a shooter for kids, almost, in a sense.
Yeah.
In a sense, because that's basically what it is.
It kind of reminds me of Battle Block Theater, where you go around trying to paint all the blocks, and whoever has the most blocks at the end wins.
You know what? It's definitely kind of like one of those games where it's like claim as much territory as you can, but the whole premise is that you got a gun that shoots ink, or like a paint roller even and stuff. I don't know.
Kind of like a paintball gun.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to say Call of Duty with paint,
because it's more G than that.
It is a shoot. It is a multiplayer shooter
for kids.
With paint, and I think there's like deathmatch, and it's probably not what they're gonna call it, but
yeah.
But ammo is with the paint, and you shoot the paint on the ground. If you run out of ammo, you dive into your own paint, and then take that paint, and then you get more ammo. It's really cool. Look it up.
Interesting.
Look up some gameplay. There's been some gameplay released, and it's actually kind of an interesting thing. It's kind of cool too. It's different. It's different.
I remember seeing a little bit of gameplay, and it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah. How about Elder Scrolls Online? Do you care?
Not really, because I haven't played Skyrim at all, so...
Me neither. I don't really care that much either.
Because I know how long it takes just for it, and it's just like, yeah...
Okay, moving on. Batman Arkham Knight. Is this a game we'd play?
I would play it if I had an Xbox One or PS4, but I don't have either. I have the Xbox Slim, so I cannot.
Okay, moving on again.
Yeah.
We're just going to go through this. This is something interesting. For golf fans, Tiger Woods' PGA Tour has been the name of the golf franchise for years.
Now it's
like
Rory
a decade
McIlroy.
and a half. And now Rory McIlroy has finally taken over for Tiger, because Tiger sucks. So...
Yay, McIlroy!
Do you care? No one cares, right?
I like playing golf in real life more than I like playing golf in video games.
I've never owned a golf video game. I love golf. I've never owned a video game.
My brother has, so I played a little bit of it, but...
Madden 16? Madden. Who cares?
Madden, I don't care.
That was in August, July. We're going through all the dates for this year, and we're just picking out the ones we think are going to be cool. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Do you care?
Not really, because I have not played a single Metal Gear, so...
You suck. Okay, moving on. Halo 5 Guardians. I don't care, because I don't own an Xbox anymore.
Fuck Halo.
I went the PlayStation direction. This is a game I really want to play in November. Is Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront. That looks like a good game.
It is beautiful looking. I want to put my mouth in it. and and I don't know It'll probably most likely kind of be like Battlefront 2 because DICE is making it. It's probably
But
gonna be
it's gonna be Star Wars themed.
It's gonna
pretty
be like
much.
Battlefield's. It's gonna be Star Wars themed Battlefield to me.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what it was. It's kind of what it was in Battlefront 2. A little bit.
I like Battlefield. I like Star Wars. You put
Battlefront.
them together, not that bad of a game.
You know, I think it's gonna be really fun. Black
Yeah.
Ops 3 is coming out a week or so earlier.
No,
No?
I'm not gonna buy it.
Okay.
Hands down,
I'm gonna
not gonna
buy
buy it.
I'm gonna probably end up buying it because I'm a basic bitch, and
Unlike me, where when I can,
you don't
I
even
can
know-
point out a crappy game when I see it. And
You know
Call
what?
of Duty Black Ops 3, they are pushing it. Black Ops 1, yes. Black Ops 2, eh. Black Ops 3, you could just throw it in the toilet and pretend it's shit.
You know
Because
what?
you know what it is.
I will say this: the series has just remained on a consistent basis. It is a good game. It is a well put together game every year. But I think the reason why people dislike this shit so much is that it is so watered down and so oversaturated now.
It's
that
pretty much
no one
the
cares.
same. It's the same game in different years.
And that's the criticism it's gotten every year.
And that's
And
why
same thing with Assassin's Creed and every other game that comes out every other year. And speaking of Assassin's Creed Chronicles.
no.
No?
Mainly because I stopped playing it after Brotherhood. Because then I realized, oh, Assassin's Creed 2, pretty good game. I'm going to go play that. And then I'm like, I'm going to go...
spin-off too.
Yeah, and then Assassin's Creed, I'm going to go buy that one. I'm going to go buy the original so then I can play 1 and 2. And then they ended up coming out with, what was it, Clarity, something like that?
Something.
And then it was the third one, and then it was Brotherhood, and then it was a different one, then it was Black Flags, and then it was technically the fourth one, and then it was another one, and then it's just like, just stop already. You're pushing this series way too far.
That's true. Okay. I'm just looking up games that may come out this year but have no release date. Really none of them are sticking out to me right now. I mean, none of them that we like to... None of them that neither of us have a both mutual, liking for.
Yeah.
You know, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer is just a home designer game. It's a spin-off game. We're not going to cover that one. I'm looking at this picture. We're just going to segue for just a quick second. The Order 1886. A lot of cutscenes. Not enough game. There we go.
I haven't heard of that one.
No? Okay, well, there you go. That's the game for you.
Cutscenes, no gameplay.
It's more of a movie than a game. Anyways. Alright, now we're going to move on to the final topic here. We're close to wrapping this up. I wanted to keep this under, roughly around an hour left. So we're going to wrap this up here. Our last topic for the day is, if there had to be a sequel for some games you like, whether if it's already gotten a sequel and you just want
like a
to
revamp,
keep going,
or like a revamp
or
to a game.
revamp, you want a direct sequel of a game that's never had one, or you want a series that hasn't had a sequel in a while to keep going. What game or games do you think?
Crash should get a revamp.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Crash Bandicoot needs new life. And I think he needs a new PlayStation life, as in Naughty Dog needs to make that shit.
And then,
Or no, Naughty Dog doesn't need to make that shit. Someone needs to make that shit good again.
yeah,
Because Sly Cooper proved with his new game that came out that with a different company you can still make a pretty decent game.
and then has Banjo-Kazooie gotten a new game in a while?
Nuts and Bolts was the last one. Fun fact: some of the original designers for Banjo-Kazooie that were part of Rareware have split, made their own company.
So
And
there's a
so they're
rumor
gonna
going around.
no. It has been confirmed that I don't think they're hiding it, but it's basically a spiritual successor called Yooka-Laylee. It is a lizard with a bat on his back, and guess what? It's probably gonna be really similar to Banjo.
I don't want a similar to Banjo. I
You
want Banjo.
Okay, relax. This is as close as anyone's gonna get, and people are just gonna take it and run with it. All right. So that's what that is.
My reaction is
Spyro doesn't need anything. Spyro's got Skylanders, and Skylanders has ruined Spyro for me forever.
Yeah, they're ruined.
Ruined. It's not even about Spyro anymore.
Soiled it. Soiled it.
What other games do we got? Oh, how about Mario Kart 10? We're gonna skip 9. My voice kind of cracked there.
Mario Kart 10.
Yeah, we're skipping 9. Kind of like how Windows is.
Yeah.
Windows 10. Who needs 9? 9's for stupid people.
9. But Mario Kart.
No, Mario Kart's not a serious one.
Yeah. Mario Kart is definitely not an actual take this seriously one, but still.
Here's one I just want them to stop for a while, is Mario Party.
Yes. Mario Party, the last good one, was on the original Wii. Not the Wii U version, but the actual Wii.
I think what's the problem for me is that it's no longer like a board game where you're separate pieces. You're all one piece now.
Like,
and now Bowser's a thing or something.
Yeah, I haven't played it, and honestly, I don't have any intentions on playing it because Mario Party should stop for a while and maybe go back to like Mario Party 4 version or back to the good old days of Mario Party.
Yeah.
Because Mario Party, like 6 it started to go down a little bit. Mario Party 7, I think it was, for the original Wii, was actually pretty decent.
Right.
It was either Mario Party 7 or Mario Party 8, one of those two. It was okay, and then after that, it kind of just went down the pooper.
Okay. Well said. Well said. Is there any game you think needs a reboot? A complete makeover? I got one. If you got one, let me know.
I don't have one.
Alright, I got one, and it's Saints Row.
Saints Row.
Saints Row needs and Saints Row, if they're ever going to continue doing it, and I don't know if they ever will, I think Volition may move on from it. I think Get Out of Hell might be the last of it. But, I said that about Saints Row 4, and they just kept making spin-offs. Just one spin-off, but Get Out of Hell sucks so bad. I know you haven't played it.
But I've seen you play it.
But
it seems like a lot more funny GTA.
It's a, GTA Get Out of Hell is the game where you control Johnny Gat and you save your playable character in hell. You travel to hell, and it's an okay game, but it's a watered down version of Saints Row 4. That's the best way I can say it. There's no like actual, like how Saints Row has like actual artists in the soundtrack and all that. Like when you're when you're in your car or whatever. They're wanna miss a thing. And there's none of that in this one, and it kind of makes sense because it's kind of a spin-off, and that'd take a lot of work to just get a whole new radio soundtrack for a spin-off game. So it makes sense. They could have just kept the one from the other game. I don't know if they'd have any licensing issues. Probably. Saints Row 4. Saints Row 3 was actually, like, really pushing it at that point. And, the whole cartoony thing of Saints Row 4, or Saints Row is Saints Row. So I'm not mad. But I think Saints Row 4 took it to a place where they just can't go back.
Yeah.
So if they were to ever want to reboot it, they'd have to restart. Fun fact, in Get Out of Hell, you can choose ending, spoiler, where the world is reset. And everyone on the planet has a different... Well, the Saints have a different role. They have a different way of life. Instead of being the gangsters, they're the cops this time. See, that's the place where people think they could reboot it. And that's the place people think where they may take it. Because God changed the way the world of Saints Row works. That's literally how it happens. Johnny Gat kills Satan, and then God's like, hey, thanks. What do you want?
What do you want? Let's be cops instead.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Well, he didn't say be cops. God's just like, I could reset the world and make the earth again if you want. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
That's the ending. I think that's the best ending because the other ones suck.
yeah.
They really do. They all suck. They're poo-poo. They're poo-poo indeed. Another sequel. Mario Strikers.
Mario Strikers,
Mar-
Mario Golf, Mario Tennis.
Mario Golf has already been a thing. Mario Tennis, yeah, probably. I think Mario Strikers needs a comeback. Mario
Strikers
and
a game for the Wii U.
And for those of you outside the states, Mario Strikers football.
Yeah, Mario Strikers is the equivalent to Mario Football.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Mario Strikers football outside the United States. We just call it Mario Strikers Charge. Charge is the Wii one. Mario Strikers is the GameCube one in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's that needs a mega comeback, and I don't care. That is an underrated game, and it needs to be brought back.
It absolutely needs to be brought back.
It needs it. It needs it, man. It really does.
Hear that, Nintendo? We want a revamp for the Mario Charged.
Oh, for sure. And I think we may just end it there for now.
The Mario Strikers is another.
We're gonna end it there. We're gonna end it there. Mario Strikers, make it happen.
Yes, 100% make it
100% make it happen. I want it. Like, you don't realize how bad I want Mario Strikers to come back. I think everyone that loved Mario Strikers wants Mario Strikers again.
Yes.
It needs to happen. I'm sorry. It has to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to be really sad. But it's okay because I have the other two games to play.
But still,
I miss
Mario Strikers.
I miss the Wi-Fi for it. But like I said, I think we're going to end it off there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for our first podcast. It was probably, for a first podcast, I think it was okay.
It was okay.
And honestly, we just kind of did this on the fly.
These are all topics that we didn't exactly have planned out in front of time.
No, we just kind of, we just kind of shot the barrel around. It was, we had fun doing it, though, I think. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Si, senor.
Okay, good. So, I think we may continue doing these. And, I guess we'll see you next time. Like I said, my name's Jeremy.
My name's Austin.
That is Austin next to you. And join us every once in a while on the BlokesCast YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys around. Thank you once again, and y'all have a good day.
You hear?
Say goodbye, Austin.
Goodbye, Austin.
There you go.